Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, press the notification button so that you cannot miss my next videos. Today I'm going to share with you my story which happened when I was young. I was not that very young though, but I was like 14 or 14 years old, something like that. Okay, so the thing is, I was doing Form 2. So, like back then, Form 2, we used to write ZJC. So, I was studying like on, on another place, and I wasn't staying at our home place. So, like every holidays, I used to travel. It was out of Harare, and my home place was Harare. So, I used to travel every holiday from school to home. So like that holiday, it was like we were told that all ZJC and all level students were supposed to stay back so that we can have holiday lessons. So a lot of students and other people, they traveled, so we were left alone there, ZJC and all levels. So we start for about 2 weeks, and then we were given like another week so that we can go and refresh before we open the schools. So like when we finish our studying, so I decided to go home so that I can visit my parents, my friend, and stuff like that. When you're like staying at one place, and then your home place is another place, so you have another friends of that side, of which the friend that I grew up with. So like when we finished our studies, I decided to go to Harare. The place was not that far away. It was just outside Harare. So like by then I decided to go to Harare so that like I can spend the rest of my holidays there. So the thing was like I was staying with a relative. So most of the time that relative used to take us to town with a car and then come back. So I was not that used to the idea of going to town alone, even though I know the town and I just think that I can do it myself. And then they just like, you are like 14, 15, somewhere there. So you are able to do it, to go to town on your own. So you can just go to your home place. So I picked my stuff. I went out to look for a bus. By that time, it was long back, so like there were some combis, but it was like they were not like just anytime, like when you're in town where you can just go and the taxi ring and then you can just find a taxi. No, at that place it was a certain time that you can find a taxi, and on a certain time they'll be gone, so we used a private car. I went to the bus stop. Lucky enough, I met my friend who was she was going to parents' house as well, because she was staying with grannies or something of that sort. So she was going to Harare as well to her parents. So there I was so happy. I was like, at least I found someone who like she was not a classmate as such, but she was close to me because we used to play basketball together. We were in the basketball team, so we were close. So there we took our car, like that private car, which was more like a taxi, to Harare. So it's like when you're using a private car, it's different from a taxi. A taxi would take you to a taxi rank. Now with a private car, they can just drop you anywhere in town, right? So the moment you just arrive in town, they will just like drop you. At that moment, they drop us at church office, right? So there was no problem. I was right. But that excitement we have when we've got a friend, they are there, they are happy and blah, blah. And then my friend was traveling with a boyfriend. So it was more like we were so excited. There we were walking in town. we come across this, like, I don't know whether there was like I don't know what was happening in town, but there was policemen standing in town asking for IDs. Okay, so this was my first time like roaming around in town alone. So I didn't know that. I knew there was like when you're taking long distances, they use like roadblocks and what. So they will have like they will ask for IDs and what. But in town, I didn't know. So we came across those policemen. They were asking for IDs. We were stopped. There we were. Where your IDs? We don't have IDs. So where is your birth certificate? We don't have. We were told to kneel down, like sit there with the others who didn't have IDs. You need to explain yourself. If you don't have anything to prove that you are like, I don't know, maybe citizens or what it happened, then we're looking for thieves or what, I don't know. So they were asking for IDs. There we were. And I was so scared. And we were told that if you don't have IDs, we are going to take you to church office. Try to think of going stuck in the police station. I was so scared. I was like, you church office, and then how are we going to explain ourselves? They were shivering and like, oh please, we left our birth certificates at school, wow. And they were saying, no, basically they don't stay at school. You keep your birth certificate and then the photocopies you leave it at school. I said, yeah, this policeman. Now what are we going to do? There we were. Okay. At the end of it, they let us go. Okay, fine. There we were walking. All that fear, like I was so scared. So at the end of it, I was confused. I didn't even realize, like, we started walking from that like police where there was this like stoppage or what. It was in Julius Nyerere. And then we started to walk like Julius Nyerere, Jason Moyo, somewhere there near, what is it? Main post office somewhere there. So I was supposed to follow Julius Nyerere, take Robert Mugabe, and then go. So, I don't know what happened to me. I was so confused. And then it seems as if the turn is twisted, and then the bottom was the up and the up was the bottom. I don't know. So there I was so confused. And then I said, it's like I was supposed to go to Market Square, and then a friend of mine was supposed to go to this place like Ashton Park or what. I forgot the name. So like we were supposed to separate. She was supposed to go other side, and then I was supposed to go other side. And for me to tell her that now I'm confused, I don't even know how am I supposed to get to Market Square. I was so embarrassed. So I started to walking. What am I doing? Where am I? Where am I going? So I was just walking along Julius Nyerere, and then I was just following people. And then I saw people walking down Robert Mugabe. There I was walking Robert Mugabe. It's like in the corner there, I asked someone like, where is Market Square? And then this person said, it's down there, just to follow this road. With all this fear, the confusion, I started like feeling like I am going in the wrong direction. Why am I keeping on walking? I just thought that like past Julius Nyerere, then next it was Market Square, but I couldn't see it then. So I started to develop this fear in me. So I continued walking, and I started to see like end of town. So where am I now? Where is this market? Where can't I see Market Square? So I was like Kona Mbuyanianda and Robert Mugabe, where there's butter. I was confused. So it didn't ring in my mind that just turn or just look this direction. No, I was like focusing on going down. Phew, there I was. So I decided to ask someone like, where is Market Square? And then that person just like, look at that side. You see those buses? I say, yes, that is Market Square. And I was saying, wow, but why didn't I just thought of it? Why didn't I just tell me? But yeah, it was nothing as much, but I went there, I saw Market Square, and I was so happy. I never knew that I can get lost in town. It's like when I used to go to town with my mother, it's like we used to walk like Market Square, Mbianyanda, Julius Nyerere, somewhere there, but this other side where there is Jazen, what. So the, I think this whole thing with the policeman confused me. I don't know. And the other part, I used to go to town with my cousin, so we used to go like upper town, in the middle of the town, Dorolo. So at that moment, I was so confused and I was so like scared, scared of the policeman, scared of being lost.